Good morning, everybody. Norma here. It is Friday morning, May the 13th. So happy Friday the 13th. I'm going to get started in about 2 minutes. Hopefully some of you saw the announcement last night that I was going to jump on here this morning live. I've missed teaching in person this last few weeks. But of course, if you're not live and joining this at a later date, I hope you enjoy this welcoming to your Friday morning to prep for the weekend. We don't need any props today, but we are going to start in a seat. So if when you start in a seat you prefer to be up on a block or a pillow, please make sure that you have that available to you. Okay, I'll be right back. Alrighty, so welcome if you're joining this live. We are going to begin in a seat as I mentioned this morning. So if you want to elevate your seat a little bit, if your hips or your hamstrings might be a little tight, you want to raise your hips up, your seat up on a folded pillow or blocks. And of course, if you are feeling that you don't want to start in a seat today, permission to start your class how it serves you today. So let's begin to arrive. If you are on a seat, you can take your hands flat to your knees if you want to feel more grounding this morning. Turning your palms face up allows you to receive more energy. Kind of check in to see where you are landing this morning. So taking these first few breaths to arrive here. Knowing that there's nothing for you to do for the next 45 minutes, then just be. This is an opportunity for you to reconnect with yourself, take a pause, and begin again. Let's take an inhale breath through our nose all together. Exhale, open, sigh, let it all go. Do this again, inhaling. Open your mouth, sigh, let it all go. One last time. And make as much noise when you're releasing as you want to. And if it feels okay, you can close your eyes or lower your gaze to come inward. Let's check in to see how your body's feeling today. Always awareness, never judgment. Is there a spot that may be calling out for some love today? Sending breath there. And as you travel through, scanning your body, when you arrive at your heart, feel how your heart is feeling today. Allow yourself to lean into that and connect with your heart. I wanted to offer an opportunity to set an intention for your class today. And I felt that that worked with our theme for this month for gardening. So setting an intention is somewhat like planting a seed in your garden. So as we connect to ourselves, our heart, our spirit, our body, these intentions that we set, like little seeds that you're going to plant for yourself. And as we go through, as we nourish that seed and water water that seed and ground that seed, things can grow. And all of those things, those elements, are all shown up in yoga in our different postures. Our elements are earth, fire, air, and water. If nothing has come to you, try this. I plant the seed to be open to new things and give that opportunity for it to flourish. Let's take one more inhale breath together in through your nose. Open your mouth, sigh, let it all go. Taking one hand to heart, one hand to belly. Feeling that connection of your breath. And check in to see how you're feeling here. Can you allow your shoulders to fall more down your back? Maybe you weren't aware that they were creeping up. And let's slowly wake up our body. And you can take your hands and place them anywhere on your body that feels comfortable. Allowing your chin to come towards your chest, gently stretching out the back of our neck. And coming back to center. Linking movement with breath, using our Anjayu breath now. That breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Kind of like you're snoring or you're snorkeling. Just with a slight constriction to your throat. Always the opportunity to allow a sigh to pass by your lips if there's anything that you want to let go of. One more time, chin to chest. And back to center. Turning, looking over your right shoulder. Feeling that connection with your sit bones to the mat or the block or pillow you may be sitting on. Your inhale brings you back to center. One time over left shoulder. And this is where I hold. My stress is in the right side of my neck. This side feeling tighter, setting breath if you're noticing that in your body. And one more time back to center. You got it. Over the right shoulder. Slow and steady. No rush today. We don't rush in morning yoga. And back to center one more time, over left shoulder. Changing nothing in your torso, your seat. All the movement is coming from your neck, concentrating on that area. And back to center. Let's do some shoulder shrugs, rotating your shoulders to the back. Slow and steady, waking up your body. One's three-way, rotate the other way. These can be as big or small as you want them to be. Listening to what your body needs and moving authentically. Nice. Coming back to center. Allowing your shoulders to drop down your back. Letting right ear come towards right shoulder. If you want to get a little deeper in this stretch, you can gently take your hand and place it to the left side of your head and gently engaging and offering that little bit more space here. Allowing breath and gravity to do its job, slowly letting things soften. Letting go if you've added your hand, coming back to center. Let's do one shoulder shrug each way to reset. You got it. We're going to the left side now. So gently engaging left ear towards left shoulder. Once again, you can take your left hand this time and gently see if we can encourage that ear a little bit closer to our shoulder. Sending your breath into any area that may be feeling tight. Letting left hand go, coming back to center, and one more time, rolling our shoulders out. Letting right hand come to the side of your mat. Inhaling long in your seat, left hand goes to the sky. You can be up on your tented fingers, and if it feels better, you might want to take out your block or pillow for this pose. So if you've done that, Justin, making sure that your sit bones are connected one more time before starting. Right hand comes out to the side, tented fingers, or you can put your hand flat on the mat or a block to give yourself more space. Inhaling, lengthening out of your seat, exhaling, tipping over to the right side, and you can bend into your right elbow here, offering more space. Coming down on right elbow if you have the room, or your block. Sitting tall in your seat, checking in, making sure you're not caving into your back body. Nice breath all along left side. And your inhale brings you back to center, coming over left side now, left hand to mat, right hand lengthens long before tipping over to left side. Awareness that one side may be completely different than the other, and that's okay. Accepting yourself and meeting yourself where you are today. And your inhale brings you back to center. Let's breathe our arms up. And reaching for the sky. Letting yourself play a little bit with this. What feels good? What movement feels good in your body here? And your exhale allows yourself to come into a little hug. Right arm is under left arm. And making sure that your elbows are shoulder height and just giving yourself a big hug. Loving yourself as you would give a hug to somebody else. How often do we do that and forget about taking care of ourselves? Your inhale allows you to open, and we're going to switch to the other side. Left arm's underneath this time. Elbows are up, pat your shoulders. Giving yourself some love, feeling that nice space opening up in your back shoulders. Allowing that to let go. Finding your way out into your tabletop position. So in your tabletop, we're going to make sure that our shoulders are stacked on top of our elbows, on top of our wrists. And let's give some love to our wrists a little bit here before we get started in our cat-cows. So finding your foundation with your flat back. Your toes can be flat on the mat or toes can be tucked. And gently breathing yourself forward, feeling that stretch in your wrist area. If you have any issues with carpal tunnel, you may be finding this earlier than others. So being gentle with yourself, coming back to neutral. Once again, inhaling. And if you want to find a flow here, a little dynamic, you can even offer some circles here with your wrists. So what we're doing is moving our upper body. We do this in ragdolls, just a different variation. 3 one way, you're taking the circles, and 3 the other. Allowing that space to open up in your wrists. Nice. Stepping your hands forward, setting your seat back. Child's pose. Few breaths here. Feeling that space in your back body. Allowing your shoulders to settle down your back. Can you come on your tented fingers here? Pushing yourself back to your tabletop. Dropping your belly, lifting your gaze, cow. Exhaling, curling in. That form like that scary Halloween cat. Further warming up your spine. Travel through 3 more at your own breath with your own time, linking breath with movement. And once again, offering your body any authentic movement. I often like to allow my neck to drip off here in my cat, especially when it's feeling a little tight like it is today. One more round, finishing that up wherever you are. Beautiful. Coming back to a neutral spine, letting right foot step up to the top of your mat. Hands are on either side. You can let your left knee come back a little bit here. Toes are flat. And breathing in as you take your hands to your knees, breathing into this low crescent lunge. Just warming up our hips a little bit here. And our exhale as you come back to center, hands come down or on blocks. Inviting some circles here with your hip, further warming up that hip socket. Three one way, then 3 the other way. You got it. All the movements coming from your hip. And when that feels complete, allowing right knee to come back to meet left, shaking off your hips, wagging your tail, and we'll go to second side. This time, left foot comes up into a low crescent lunge. If you're using your blocks, making sure they're available to you, letting right hand come up, left hand on your left knee this time. Inhaling to lengthen, exhale, pushing into that left knee. Using your breath to settle here. And gentle with your body as we begin to warm up. And that exhale allows your hands to come down, finding your mat or your blocks, and inviting those circles with your left hip this time. Slow and steady. Three one way, and then 3 the other way. When that's complete, coming back, letting left knee meet right, letting your blocks come off to the side. Underneath those, actually let's take them to the top of our mat so they're there. Finding your foundation once more on your table and traveling through 1 more cat-cow to reset our spine. And if your toes aren't tucked, we're going to tuck our toes, lifting your hips up and back to downward facing dog. Finding what serves you here, pedaling out your feet, wagging your tail. We've warmed up our hips a little bit already, so you may find that you've got more space here than we may normally find, as we've taken some time to softly open up our body this morning. And if you saw my post last night, you knew that some sun salutations would be coming today. And what better way to wake up and greet our day, greet our weekend with a few Surya Namaskar A, sun salutation A's. And If you take my class often, you know that I do love my sun salutations. If you're new to the class, don't worry, we'll walk you through. So bending your knees, looking to the top of the mat, can you travel there? You can take tippy toe steps, you can take a big step like I have, or if it's in your practice to jump, you do that. Inhaling to lengthen, flat back, you're coming up on your fingertips or your block or your shins. Gaze is forward. Exhaling, folding in before sweeping up to stand, come rising all the way up, sweeping your arms out, bringing all that energy into your heart. Hands come to prayer, heart center. Let's do that again. Inhaling, breathing up, looking up, gathering all that energy there and bring it to your heart. Hands in prayer. Last time. Inhaling, breathing up, sweeping up, looking up. And this time, bow over your soft knees, folding in. Inhale allows you to lengthen. Exhale, you plant your hands, you step back into our first Chaturanga Dandasana. Fancy name for a yogi push-up. So honoring your body, high plank or low plank, coming down to your knees. I'm going to start there today. Making sure that your shoulders are stacked on top of your wrists. Hugging your elbows close to your body, allowing yourself to come all the way down to the mat. Taking your hands to either corner off your mat on your tented fingers. We're going to use our breath to breathe up. Head and shoulders coming up into this little baby cobra, and exhaling, allowing yourself to soften. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhaling and exhaling, come down. 1 more time. Inhaling and exhaling. Letting hands come back underneath your shoulders, tucking your toes, finding your downward facing dog. Always an option to travel through table on the way there. 3 breaths here to reset. Pedaling out your heels. Allowing a cleansing breath to pass by your lips. If anything has come up, I often find that something comes up as you travel through that first rotation. Taking a rest in your child's pose, or getting a drink of water at any time. We're going to travel through that 2 more times. So bending your knees, looking to the top of the mat. Can you travel there? Inhale, flat back. Exhale, folding in. Before rising up, come sweeping up to stand. And this time we bow automatically over our soft knees, folding in. Inhale allows you to lengthen. Exhale, we're going to step back or hop back. Your vinyasa. So we use the word vinyasa to describe a flow. And I will break it down 1 more time for you. So Chaturanga Dandasana, your yogi push-up, honoring your body or on your toes or you on your knees. Inhale allows you to come up, and that cobra might be a little bit higher as we're warming up. Your exhale takes you back to downward facing dog. You can travel through table anytime. And if flowing is not what you're feeling today, that's okay. You do you. Staying in down dog or a child's pose and skipping the flows. And if you want to take it up at any time, having a few push-ups there. I know that there's some people out there that likes to amp it up when they can. So you do that. Last time, looking to the top of the mat. Can you travel there? Inhale to lengthen, flat back. Exhale, folding in. Sweeping up to stand. And bow. Flat back. Chaturanga. Cobra might get a little higher now, or if upward dog's in your practice, you can go there. Downward facing dog. Inhale, breathe your right leg long behind you. Bending your knees, stacking your hip. Inhaling long into a three-legged dog. Your inhale brings right knee towards right elbow. Back to three-legged dog. Bending your knees, stacking your hip. Back to your three-legged dog. One more time, right knee to right elbow, curling in, engaging your core. Three-legged dog. One last time through that, bending your knees, stacking your hip. Inhale brings you back to three-legged dog. One more time, you got it. Right knee, right elbow. And this time, step your right foot all the way through to the top of your mat. Woo! That created some fire. Letting left foot come up on a 45. Breathing yourself up into warrior one. Allowing your shoulders to settle down your back. Hips are facing forward. Exhaling, allow your left foot to open up into warrior two, adjusting your feet if there's not the heel to toe alignment, warrior two. Allowing your breath to allow your shoulders to fall. So self-polarity in the warrior posture is that strength in your foundation in your legs, and the softness allowing your shoulders to slip down your back. Your arms are like wings, and your gaze is over your right middle finger. Flipping your palm, reach it up and back to exalt your warrior. Inhaling, warrior two. Exhaling, exalt. Inhale, warrior two. Little flow here. Exhale, exalt. Beautiful. There. Inhale allows you to windmill your hands down, turning your foot back into lunge, or your feet are facing forward, excuse me, like number 11s. Stepping right foot to meet left, rinsing out it with a vinyasa, or skipping your vinyasa. So we'll go on to second side. I'm just going to change my direction so you can see me. 3 breaths to reset. Inhaling, left legs long behind you. Bending your knees, stacking your hip. Coming back to three-legged dog. Inhale, curling in, left knee to left elbow. Exhaling, three-legged dog. Bending your knees, stacking your hip. Inhaling, three-legged dog. Curling in, left knee towards left elbow. Inhaling, three-legged dog. Last round. Bending into your knees, stacking your hips. Inhale, three-legged dog. You got it last time. Left knee to left elbow. And stepping your left foot to the top of the mat. Right foot comes on an angle now. Breathing up. Warrior one. Allowing your breath to allow those shoulders to come down. Engaging your hips, making sure they're forward. And that right foot is flat on the floor behind you. Nice adjustments. Your exhale allows your right foot to step into warrior two. Flipping your left palm this time, exalt your warrior. Not losing that bend into the left leg. Warrior two. 2 more times. Exalt. And warrior two. Last time. Beautiful. Coming back to your warrior two. Pivoting your foot to meet the front here. Left foot meets right. Flow it out with our last vinyasa. reset. Coming back to your intention, that seed that we planted in your heart. Bend your knees, looking to the top of the mat. Can you travel there? Inhale to lengthen, flat back. Exhale, sit back in your chair. Allowing your shoulders to melt down your back. You can loop them there if that feels better. Your inhale allows you to twist open to your left side. You can help or engage your left elbow into your right knee. Only take this option if it doesn't compromise your breath or it doesn't change the traction of your knees. Both knees are facing forward. Inhaling to lengthen, exhale, twisting open to the right. And if you want to get a little deeper, you can take your left foot behind. Always engaging that higher option if it serves you only. Step back, letting left foot come back to meet right, twisting in, letting it all go. Woo. Inhaling to lengthen, exhale, sitting back in your chair one more time. Got it, left side, we're coming for you. Inhaling to prepare, exhale allows you to twist open to the left side. Right elbow engages into left knee this time, or helping it there. Pressing deeply into your hands to twist open. You want to challenge your balance and step back with your right foot, you go there. Nice breath. If you've stepped back, bring your right foot to meet left, allowing yourself to bend in, letting it all go. Nice job. Inhaling to lengthen, flat back. Exhale, folding in before coming sweeping up to stand. Bringing hands to heart center, finding your Tadasana, mountain pose. So feeling that connection to the earth here. You can lower your gaze or close your eyes here if that feels okay. Just feeling that connection to Mama Earth. Feeling grounded and rooted. Perhaps imagining roots growing out of your feet as we prepare for tree pose. What better pose to use when we're talking about gardening and planting seeds. So transitioning your weight into your right leg, left foot comes up on a 45, like you're a little kickstand here. And this may be your tree, taking hands to your hips. And challenge yourself or find your expression of tree. Your foot can come into your calf, or you can help your foot into your thigh. Honoring your body. Mindful that our foot never wants to go across our knee. We want to help support our knee, and there's a soft bend to right leg. Taking hands to heart center or growing branches. And maybe it's a windy day and your branches are swaying in the wind. If you've grown your branches, bringing hands back to heart, letting left knee close up, left foot meets right, and shaking it all off so we can find second side. Finding your Tadasana just for breath. Transitioning weight into your left foot as right foot comes up now as a little kickstand. You can take your hands to your hips as you find your foundation and finding where your expression is on this second side. And it may be completely different than the other foot, and that's okay. Meeting yourself where you are today. And trying something new if that feels okay. I'm going to close my eyes just for a breath or two. Really challenges your balance. Hopefully I'm not messing you up there. Allowing hands come back to heart if you've grown branches. Right knee midst left, shaking it all off. Nice job. Inhaling, breathing hands up. Exhale, pouring over your heart. Inhale to lengthen, flat back. Exhale, stepping your feet down and finding your way to a seat. How's everybody doing? So sitting comfortably in your seat, adjusting your sit bones to feel that connection once again to the earth. Taking right foot in, bending at your knee, your foot's going to come to your left knee. Inhaling to lengthen, you grow long out of your spine. Exhale, taking left hand to right knee. Right hand comes behind and we're going to twist open to the right side. Exhale allows you to unwind. Just a quick counter twist to the left to reset. I apologize. I got a puppy 2 days ago and I thought she would be quiet. So I hope that it's not too distracting having my puppy cry. We will introduce her in the next few weeks. Taking left foot to the mat this time. You're lining up with your right knee. Taking right hand across left knee, hugging in, inhaling. Exhale allows left hand to come back, twisting open to the left side. And you can use a flow here if that feels okay. Allowing you to come out with the inhale and exhale, seeing if you can get a little bit deeper. Exhaling, come back to center. Taking right hand and twisting open to the right to reset your spine. And finding your way down to your mat, onto your backs. Taking feet as wide as the mat. Can you do some windshield wipers to start resetting your spine? Like 10 minutes. Windshield wipering from side to side to reset your spine. The next time your knees fall to the right, can you leave them there? Taking right ankle over left knee, hooking it over. Breathing your knees more to the mat here. Your hands can be by your side or right hand on belly. Your gaze can be over your left shoulder, or you can close your eyes here if that feels okay. Five more breaths here. Your next inhale allows your left foot to come back to center. Figure four when your right foot is hooked over left knee. You can stay here, or you can needle and thread through this opening of your legs. Only if taking this posture is not going to compromise your breath or any space in your neck and shoulders. Feet are flexed to protect your knees, and gently bringing left knee to nose, sleeping pigeon, or thread the needle. You can rotate your leg here, rocking it back and forth if you feel okay to do that. Listening to what your body needs. And sometimes stillness is what it needs. Letting the clasp go if you thread the needle, letting left foot meet the ground, right foot meets it. Once again, finding as wide as the mat, toes spaced out, letting knees knock into set up, and finding your windshield wipers. Next time knees fall to the left, we're going to leave them there. You can take left ankle and hook it over right knee. Letting palms come to the side, and gaze can be over your right shoulder this time. Twist. Inhale allows your right foot to find the floor. We're figure four once again. Left ankle's over right knee. Stay here, or needle and thread through that opening. Breathing into the left leg, inviting the right knee towards your nose. Both knees are flexed, or excuse me, both knees are flexed. Both knees are bent and feet are flexed. Acknowledging the differences between your sides. Five more breaths here. Your next inhale allows you to unclasp if you've taken the thread the needle. Letting both knees come into chest this time and rocking from side to side to reset. And finding your way to your Shavasana. Allowing legs to come down, feet allowing to drop to the side. Your hands can be by your sides or on your body. You want to open up your chest a little bit more. You can take cactus arms here and allow your heart to beam towards the sky. Finding the perfect spot for your Shavasana. Knowing that I will be here to guide you back when the time is right. Remember that you are water. Cry, cleanse, flow. Remember that you are fire. Burn, tame, ignite. Remember that you are air. Be still, focus, breathe. Remember that you are earth. Ground, build, and give. Slowly bringing your awareness back to your body, back to the space that you're practicing in. Bringing your attention back to your breath. And if you're in no hurry, you have extra time, you can stay here, being soft with your body. If you need to get on with your day, as I do, slowly beginning to wake yourself back up. Offering small movements to your hands and your wrists, your toes, your fingers. Inviting right ear towards right shoulder. And left ear towards left shoulder. And when you feel ready, taking one last long stretch before pushing over to one side or the other, whichever is calling you this morning. Staying in fetal position for a breath or two. Revisiting your intention, that seed that we planted at the beginning of class. And when you feel ready, pushing yourself back to a seat where we began. Taking hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra, bowing your chin, lowering your gaze, or closing your eyes. Taking a moment to thank yourself for carving out this time for you to be. And allowing yourself to be open to exploring, planting seeds, and traveling through all the elements. It has been my honor to guide you in your practice today. Know that the love and the light in my heart bows to the love and the light in your hearts. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. I hope you have beautiful days and you have an opportunity to get outside and do something outside and maybe work in your garden if that's your thing. I know that that's something that I will be doing this weekend. And as always, I look forward to seeing you once again on your mat. If you have any questions or you want to connect, my name is Norma. I'm part of the wellness team. And I look forward to seeing you next time on your mat. So have a great day. Happy weekend.